Hello, my name is Prince NC Dadie. I'm an environmental scientist and educator based in Liberia. Technically, I'm the founder and CEO of EESI Liberia, which is the Environmental Education and Sustainability Initiative. At a very tender age, I have witnessed the first impact of environmental degradation all due to poor environmental practices. Now, there are a lot of community members out there who do not know what to do and they do what they don't know. Now, in a localized slogan of ours, we usually say, but I don't know. Yeah, that is to say, we tend to do things ignorantly or because of lack of knowledge. Now, climate change is a global problem, and what makes it even more detrimental is lack of environmental knowledge. Now, that what brings EC Liberia, the Environmental Education and Sustainability Initiative, stems from the impact of those changes we have had over the years. Now we have dived into activism to ensuring that community members, stakeholders, land ministries are contributing directly to the knowledge of community members and the entire populate as a whole. We need to equip our people with all necessity, and environmental knowledge is very key to ensuring the sustainability of every livelihood. What am I trying to say? Now, if you go directly, okay, since this is a flooded community, we tend to look at the flood table, we tend to reduce the tension, and then we ensure that that particular hotspot or that susceptible spot is being alleviated due to environmental technicality like environmental engineering and what have you. Yes, it is true that you will succeed in that, but what happens the following time? There will always be flooding. Why? Because the people therein are not fully equipped, they are not educated on the basis that at this particular point or at this particular trench hole, there should be no sort of building. Why? Because that particular area is susceptible to flood. Now we need to ensure all of these things are being met. As SC Liberia have involved thoroughly in activism, environmental education. We have sought workshops to educating people on all of those things. Now we have also allowed community members, elders, and all of you to understand the essence of keeping our environment sustainable. Now, sustainability, especially environmental sustainability, is a key aspect of combating every environmental disaster or environmental problem. Now, though there are several environmental problems, but there are key problems prompt to a specific locality. And all of those problems have been dealt with, like most especially when it comes to our agency here, like EPA, Environmental Protection Agency of Liberia. They have regulated, they have set rules, they have laws and what have you. But one of the main problems here is implementation. The rules are there, the laws are there, the policies have been set, but implementation here is very poor. That is why agency like ours, we are on the verge to ensuring that all conditions are being met. Well, we start from the grassroots. Now, where is the root or where is the grassroots? Some say grass root, got it the grat on the side, meaning the source point. Now, in the various communities we live, there is a need to educate the people on sustainability. There is a need to educate the people on what to do whenever we are confronted with such a problem. There is a need to educate the people to alleviate or minimize or mitigate those effects. We know that climate change is a global problem, right? Yeah, but what are we doing to ensure that that particular problem is being mitigated or alleviated? Now, we have seen the impacts of chlorofluorocarbons. We have seen the impact of DDT. We have seen the impact of so many chemicals. Yeah. Now, environmentally, we know the impacts, but what about those people who do not have the environmental knowledge, who do not know what or to what extent those chemicals have had on the environment? Now we have seen the negative impact of illegal minings here, or due to some industry and what have you. Now, though this particular organization or initiative, EESI Liberia, is at its foundation, but we are geared towards achieving sustainability through environmental awareness, through environmental activism, through everything necessary to ensure our people are fully informed. Now, that is why we as a team from EESI Liberia, we have decided to solicit funds from you to ensure, because yeah is the kickback. You may have the knowledge, you may have the vision, you may have everything it takes to make an impact, most especially when it comes to the environment. But if you lack the incentives, it becomes a total problem, not just for us an individual, but to the community as a whole. So we are appealing to you to assist us in making a change, in achieving sustainable world. Because in a sustainable world, there exists a sustainable future. And in a sustainable future, people tend to live in alignment with nature itself. Thank you.